All right, we're live, looks like. We go to some comments. What's up, everybody? I'm going to wait for a few people to get on here. Happy Friday. We've got a lot of stuff going on. All right. So what do we got? We got the Mother's Day thing going on. What's up? What's up? Anybody hopping in? I see you. Start saying, hey. Share this too, because I got a buddy hopping on with me today, talking about some stuff we have going on. All right. Let's see who's gonna be the first comment in here. We got a few people hopping on. We'll give it about 30 more seconds. All right. Let's see. All right, well, we're going to record this anyway. We're going to post it out to the social. So what's everybody? This is Chris with Dugout Mugs. It's been a minute. We have been slam busy. We've been launching new products. We launched our bags. What's up, Mahal? How you doing, man? We launched our bags and different bottle openers and keychains. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're getting heavier into the baseball space. I don't know if anybody saw that. Comment if you did, if you saw us. We were on World News Tonight, Fox and Friends, and then Good Morning America, all within about a 1 month period, which was kind of crazy. So that's why we've been just MIA, just trying to keep all the pieces, together and keep the train on the track. But just a quick housekeeping thing. We got Mother's Day is coming up, and we're running out of time on that. We got bundles. Check that out. dugoutmugs.com/Mother's Day. Go there. I think it's one of our free $40 bags when you get a Mother's Day metal mug. So it's a pretty cool gift, under $40. So yeah, check that out. But why I'm here today, and I'm going to bring my buddy on right now, a friend of mine, Ronnie, started a charity called R2 Cares. And whether you're watching it live, because there's probably not going to be a lot of y'all, it's middle of the day, or you're watching this later, just know that this is a project that I really kind of got behind. I took an advisory style role on their board, because I believe in what they're doing in a big way. And this is going to be something that's not just a cheers to charity, quick, 1 month thing, raise some awareness. This is going to be something that's ongoing because I believe in, what Ronnie's doing, what his team's doing, and then also with the mental health, which is what we're going to be doing this month. So I'm going to bring you on, Ronnie. Hopefully you're ready. I know you're busy. There he is. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing today?
Doing good. So, Ronnie, it looks like you're in the middle of a gym. Why don't you fill everybody in why it looks like like you're in the middle of a workout and we just interrupted you?
Yeah, man. I was just about to get a workout in. I'm here in Montgomery, Alabama, with our AA team with the Tampa Bay Rays.
I didn't even mention that. Tell them what you do.
Yeah, so I'm a minor league coach with the Tampa Bay Rays, currently in AA with a lot of our big-time prospects that's getting ready to try to get these guys prepared to go to Tampa to help us on our pursuit to a World Series. But other than that, man, I started this foundation just because I see the pressures and the mental barriers that these guys go through, right?
Yeah.
Me being a former player myself, graduate of UCF, so go Knights,
Go Bulls.
right? No, not the
Oh
Bulls.
no, you just say USF.
That's the
I'm a
UCF.
Tampa guy. Oh yeah, that's me. That's on
You
me.
and Shane McClanahan as well. He gives me crap about it every time I see
That's
him.
funny. Shane's a good dude. I met him a couple times.
Awesome, great dude. But yeah, so we create this foundation, man, just to try to bring awareness to, letting people know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
And provide a safe space from a mentorship program. It's not just about sports, but a lot of things that we learn in sports, you don't necessarily understand until you're done with the game, right? And also, a lot of companies like to hire a lot of former professional athletes because they deal with a lot of failure. And they're critical thinkers and they work in team atmospheres, right? So
Yeah.
they tend to be
When
some
you're
of
around
the
a lot of players, I mean, what we're going to be focusing on in May, Mental Health Awareness Month, right? For those who don't know. More recently, I mean, because we got a lot of sports people that follow what we're doing, right? Yep. More recently, you saw the thing with Jaron Duran. Did you see the fan on the whole thing went down with the fan and the controversy? And for those who don't know, Jaron just went live on a on, it was a Netflix documentary recently that talked about a failed suicide attempt.
Yep.
And this is a professional athlete for the Boston Red Sox. And I mean, the courage that takes
Yep.
and the ripple effect of that with the people that saw that, you know what I mean? Like there's so much good. And if we go live, me and you, and I want you to talk about some of the people too that we got coming on this month, players and everybody else. And we got some fun giveaways because that's just how we
Oh
roll.
yeah.
But,
Yep.
for those who don't know, Ronnie got us hooked up, a whole bunch of autograph stuff. We got a lot of cool, fun things happening with some players, y'all know. But I think if we could just impact one person, it was worth the whole month worth of effort, you know, and just like what Jaron did. And I think that right there has been really on the forefront too, with that whole confrontation with the fan that was yelling, whatever. I'm not even getting into that. He don't deserve the press, but that's what we're going to focus on is because it's not just players, right? Like mental health, it's parents, it's travel ball, it's the youth players, it's the pro players that are under major stress. It's people, I mean, the politics, and we're not getting on that whole scenario, but like everything what's going on is creating this mental breakdown on so many people in so many ways. And I think that's what we're going to kind of touch on throughout the month. So I'd love it if you even just touch on it, because we don't have a ton of time, but just touch on like who's going to be popping in and out and what kind of stuff they're going to be talking about.
Yeah, just to comment really quick on that Jared Duran situation, Clubhouse, right?
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Clubhouse on Netflix. But to see him have the courage to open up and talk about it while he's currently playing is big time courageous, right? So we have Josie Nicholson. Sorry, she's a PhD. She built the whole program for Ole Miss Rebels to give those athletes a platform to come and talk to someone.
She's been on like ESPN and some other stuff too, though.
Yes,
I saw some clips. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a big time advocate of ours, and she's going to be on our board as well to talk to people. Chris Sale's a big advocate. Lakeland guy,
represent.
Great buddy of mine. As soon as I brought it to his attention, he was all in. So he signed some cars for us as well. He'll probably pop in here as well. We got Melissa Lambert, right? She's another mental health advocate that's pretty powerful. She works with the Pittsburgh Pirates, right? Cliff Godwin, we got to ask out to him to come on and speak. Current coach at ECU. He's the manager there.
Okay.
He talks about his faith a lot, right? But also,
that's okay. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, man.
To go be vocal about what you believe in, right?
Well, there's a lot of components of mental health: physical, emotional, spiritual. You know, like physical. You know, all these things play into that. And I think what we tried to do is, you know, obviously this isn't on the fly. A week or two ago, we jumped in and started picking what are the verticals where we think people are going to like resonate the most with from a mental health perspective, and like try to pick some people in that. So, yeah, I think faith and spiritual health is massive.
For sure. Also, speakers like Xavier Scruggs, ESPN analyst, Denard Span, former big league player, right? He has his foundation over in Tampa, gives away, a car to a single mother because he grew up in a single mother household. And something that he speaks on heavily is about the amount of pressure that he dealt with, coming
and this
up.
Was Denard?
Denard Span.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Yeah, I know Denard.
He talks a lot about like the family life now that he's retired and the things that he missed while he was providing for his family, playing in the big leagues for 12 years, I want to say. But now he's doing this foundation work, philanthropy work, still a current analyst on ESPN for a couple teams. But he speaks about the family aspect of it, and kind of what that did for him mentally. So those type of people, we want to use their voice as well to broadcast them, but also to show people that no matter how successful you are, having someone to talk to is very important. And it's okay to not be okay.
It's a support team, man. You know what I mean?
Yep. So if you guys want to take a look at some of the work we've done in the past, go to r2cares.org or follow our socials at R2Cares on Facebook, Instagram. and we're just getting
Yeah,
started.
we're gonna tag too. I mean, we just did what 16 mugs for a lot of the Rays players. Chris has just went out today. We got Scruggs and Dinar, and there's gonna be, like I said, mental health isn't here this month and goes away in
Yeah,
June, right? It's something that it's growing, and the pressures are growing, and it starts with these young kids. So I think we got some people coming on that are familiar with that space, dealing with some of
yeah,
the younger kids trying to grow up into these well-rounded leaders. And I know that's what R2 Cares is about as well.
yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, that's awesome. We have some players too, right? Are they going to pop in, even if they just say what's up, talk about some baseball? Because I think it's important to know, even at these major levels, it's relative. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna have stresses. It's different stresses, but it's sometimes a lot more.
Yeah, so the players, like I said, Chris is gonna pop in. You got
Yep.
Hunter Stovall that said he wants to jump on. Braden Taylor said he wants to jump on. So we
Okay.
got these, and I appreciate that more than anything because these are guys that are current and they're willing to talk about the pressures that they deal with, right? And for me personally, being a coach, a mentor, I care more about the mental and getting to know the human more than I
Mm-hmm.
do the athlete. Because one of my slogans for me and me personally is I feel like a lot of people knew me as the athlete. They didn't really know what my care factor really was, or they
Yeah.
didn't really know who I was as a person and things
Yeah.
that I value. So I have a niche for like serving other people. I always want to help others, which sometimes that can, build up pressures for me because I'm caring about other people and
Yeah.
making sure they're mentally stable and mentally fit, right? And sometimes I put myself on the back burner, which I had to learn. Sometimes you gotta
It's a
just,
delicate balance, dude. It's a
yeah,
delicate balance of being I don't want to call it being selfish, but you got to take care of yourself. Put your mask on first, man.
for
So
sure, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Well, look, man, I know you're at the gym. I know you broke away. You probably got some guys in there training to do. It's Friday. So I appreciate you, breaking away, saying what's up. What's up, George? What's up, Rick? Good to see you, man. This is going to be something that's ongoing, right? Like, whether
yeah,
you're watching it live or whether you caught this on a video rerun in a day or two or 3 5, I don't care. You'll see it. You'll know what we got going on. But please, 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 I don't really ask for people to share a ton. I mean, if you do, you do. But like in this case, I feel like this transcends sports. It transcends bat mugs and business and all the stuff that we're about. So there's a lot of people out there that are dealing with different types of mental stress, mental health. And throughout the course of this month, I don't care if we go live every few days, dude, whatever.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
bring some good people. Let's let them talk. I got a big audience. We'll drop it to our big email list. We'll do all the good stuff and try to bring some awareness to R2 Cares, what you're doing. We are going to have some fun. We will do some giveaways because that's just how we roll and people like that. But at the end of the day, it's about getting a message out to somebody who needs to hear it because, in a case like Jaron or a case like, I actually did a podcast one time a while ago. And a guy reached out to me a couple of weeks later and he's like, man, you don't never meet me, but you saved my life with something you said. It's like, wow. Right. Like I would have never guessed that. I would have never known if he didn't reach out, but that was the moment when I said, every chance I get to talk, I'm going to talk because you never know who's listening and why. And mental health is so vastly underestimated. You know this because you work with guys every single day. They break down in a
yeah,
corner, man. Like
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, for sure. And like I said earlier, get to know the human, not just the athlete, because the amount of pressures that these guys deal with on the daily to perform at the highest level is demanding. It is very demanding. I mean,
Yeah, I can't imagine. Well, I'm in business, so there's aspects of it, but like, I hear what you're saying, man. I think you're dead on with that.
just
I
think
can't
about
believe
the,
what I can't believe is like the crap they catch from people.
yep.
When it like fans
They
get
think
out of
it's
here, man.
funny. They think it's funny, right?
It's
Oh,
wild.
these guys are making a lot of money. They don't have feelings, right?
Oh
Yeah,
man.
man. Should go 0 for 30.
Except they're suppressed. That's the problem with their feelings. They've had to suppress them, and that's usually like a boiler.
Yep.
But
Yep. Yep.
all
So
right,
this
dude.
has
Well, look,
been
I
great.
killed 15 minutes of your time. I appreciate you. We're going live. Do you know who's first? Because it's gonna be next week. Like we're going live next week, right?
Yeah, I think we're gonna kick off with Josie Nicholson, right?
Okay,
Just
sweet.
to relay a message. Like that's what we're about. It's not just about sports, it's right. It's about the overall human mental health and kind of giving some resources. And I think that'll be a perfect leadoff hitter for what we
Okay.
have going on, and just go from there.
Perfect. I love it. All right, dude, get back to the gym. Thanks for dropping in, my man. I'll see you soon. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks,
All right,
Chris.
buddy. All right, so that's Ronnie. Great dude. Like I said, I'm looking forward to going live with these guys over the next couple of weeks and beyond, right? At Dugout Mugs, I don't know if anybody's familiar, but our mission is to celebrate and serve the heroes of the baseball community. We do that by creating really cool stuff. But in this case, I think Ronnie's one of those people. And I think the folks he's going to be bringing to the table are also some of those people. And with it being Mental Health Awareness Month, I thought there's no better effort for our Cheers to Charity initiative than that. So that said, everybody have an amazing weekend. I'm going to make a real strong effort to get back on here more regularly. And I think this is a great way to start. We're back, got the train back on the track. We're, like I said, we had a bunch of good big media that hit. So that kind of threw us off a little bit in a good way, but we're back and I'm going to get live, and we got going in. We got some players that are hopping on. We got a bunch of, group signatures for soldiers. Shout out to you guys. We got some cool stuff happening with those guys too. So keep your eyes on our socials. We're going to be live. We're going to be kicking it. And until then, have an amazing weekend. And don't forget to drink from a bat. See you.